Bravo to Manu.
Rakitic with the corner. Oh, Mascherano leaves it! And that is a vital goal for Luis Suarez. Not the most spectacular he's scored this season, but maybe one of the most important.
Absolutely, and an early goal is something they really wanted. I have to look at the defending, and it's not good, Rob, at the near post. Not good. Sydney's complaining to the referee about an infringement he feels, but let's look at it again. No marking, it's just a good bit of movement, and he's totally unmarked. That's awful defending, I have to say. Awful. How can you have Suarez totally unmarked inside the 6-yard box, and the defender who's closest to him there, Sydney, he doesn't do enough for me. He doesn't do enough. He's saying he's been pushed away by Suarez, but it's a 6 on one, half a dozen of the other, and it's a good goal, I think.
Well, you can see what it means to Luis Suarez. On Sunday night, no official reason was given for his deselection, but we assume it was his social media posting wearing a ladies' wig and saying the world wasn't back. Here is Suarez, brilliant move, and that is how good they can be. Is this it? Is the Barcelona that we know of a month ago back in full flight?
Well, the movement's good, you know, the little 1-2 is fabulous, and the movement from Suarez is good, and the delivery and the pass is excellent. They've created at least 3 or 4 chances in the first 24 minutes, but there have been 2 good chances for Deportivo that hasn't been taken, and that should be the game. Have a look at the pass, look at the movement from Suarez.
Well, the touch from Messi, Suarez
Quality.
Was onside. Everything
onside.
About it was quality.
Absolutely. And Messi knows he's making the run, and the first time ball to him is just top drawer, really is. And the finish is excellent. Well, interesting now, 28 league goals, Rob. This Pichichi title could still be up for grabs.
Well, it's the title that we're talking. Missing a couple of key players. Lopo suspended tonight. Luis Alberto on loan from Liverpool. One who's injured. Suarez.
Oh, look
Spare
at this.
man. Oh, and a cracking goal. Rakitic on the end of it. And this could be the end of the Barca blip.
This is the end of the Barca blip. What a great goal. What a great piece of movement. Fantastic vision to see Rakitic coming in at the far post, Rob. That's his 4th goal in 5 appearances against Deportivo. I said to you earlier he had a good record against Deportivo, and looked like it was breaking down, but then Suarez picks him out. Great ball to the far post, and Rakitic pops up with a very important 3rd goal. No comeback from Deportivo, and I fancied there was going to be more goals in it. It could be a very heavy defeat for Deportivo here at the Riazor.
Well, it's a big statement from Barcelona, showing immense character after a very bad run of form. It does appear that those 3 successive defeats in La Liga are going to be a distant memory.
4 defeats in 5 matches is how it's panned out, but I think that run has come to an abrupt end.
There is Suarez to Messi. Suarez catches the eyes of the defenders. They can't catch him there. There is Suarez. So simple for Barcelona, and a Luis Suarez hat-trick. The title is back in focus for Barcelona.
Oh. And the Pichichi is well and truly on. Look at the movement. He's running from a deep position. Nobody's picking him up. He's done it so many times. So many times. The 2nd goal was virtually the same. But as he goes and run, nobody goes with him. And then he just slots it through. The timing of the pass from Messi, the angle, the weight is perfect. He sees the run, but nobody's going with him. The keeper, unfortunately, he gets a hand to it, but not enough of a hand.
Well, exquisite pass from Lionel Messi, but it's like a training ground move through the legs of the defenders.
But no pressure on the man on the ball, Rob. No pressure on the man on the ball, and you can see Suarez's run goes unchecked. Nobody goes with him. Now that man enjoys it, Luis Enrique. He's very pleased about the goal.
Strength in adversity.
Well, 48.
Busquets. Messi. Neymar makes the move. He's onside. Can he get his goal, Neymar? Passes on to Suarez. Just the 4, yet again, for Luis Suarez.
No, for me, Neymar could have scored, Rob. And I don't know if they're on a mission to get as many league goals for Suarez now in the chase for the Pichichi, but 5-0. This is an absolute thumping for Deportivo.
And a statement of intent from Barcelona.
Well, the run and the pass is brilliant. The hand goes up for offside from Laurie. He's not offside. Maybe a little bit of good fortune. The first shot from Suarez is going to goal. It's deflected off Laurie and it comes right back to him again. He sets himself up and sticks it in the back of the net. But I think Neymar could have scored. He could have scored here. And he was very unselfish to pass it. And that's acknowledged straight away.
Well, Luis Suarez got 4 goals against Valencia in the Copa del Rey. Around if he regrets that now. Nice little flick. Too easy for Suarez. Passes on to Messi. A simple 6th for Barcelona.
Rob, these three are great. They really have got superb communication, the movement, the understanding, the unselfish play, and Suarez this time is the provider for the excellent Lionel Messi. And I think Messi's been off the boil a lot. That I've watched him in the last 4 or 5 games, he hasn't really been at his best, as the referee makes a little comment to him. You don't think he was saying any chance I could have your shirt after the game? What a turn from Suarez. Sydney was left for dead, and then Messi just passes the ball into the back of the net. Head up, cuts it back, and they make it look so simple, don't they?
Well, a repayment from Suarez for Messi setting him up earlier in the game, and it was just a stroll for the world's greatest player. He takes on the captain's arm back. Get Messi and Suarez back on the scoreboard. Tick, keep a clean sheet so far. Tick, give as many players as possible in the squad a run out tonight. Tick.
Look at this, look at this.
Scored. Look at this for a run.
Oh,
and there's another one, a 7th goal. Let's get Mark Bartra on the score sheet. Tick.
Wow, 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 wow. An attacking centre half. He wins the interception and he continues the run. It's a fabulous burst of pace right through the middle, and it opened up like the Red Sea.
Well, this is a man who hasn't started in the last 12 games. What better way to catch the manager's eye than a superb solo goal like that? Picked it up in the centre circle, and then he saw a clear run to goal.
Oh, wonderful goal. Wasn't it excellent? Good strength, pace, and then the composure at the end. Just to slide it past the goalkeeper as Sydney was closing in on him. His 2nd goal of the season, he really enjoyed that. 7-0, Rob.
Well, he meant that 1 goal meant as much to him as the 4 goals to Luis Suarez. And the whole bench celebrates. And Deportivo still have another 10 minutes of torture to go through.
Certainly do. And I don't think the chances are finished yet.
Well, you know that Real and 2nd placed Atletico are not going to give up the chase. Messi to Suarez. Will Neymar get his goal? Neymar finally gets his goal. 8.
It's a perfect night, isn't it?
What better way to answer the critics? 8 goals.
And again, Rob, watch the movement of those front 3. The pass from Messi, and someone's asking for Neymar's camiseta, the shirt. But the pass from Messi was brilliant. The weight of the pass, and he could run and get his head up and then set the ball right across the 18-yard box to the far post for Neymar to come in. And he shows good composure, because he could have panicked and taken the chance. Maybe the keeper would have saved it, but he lets it run. Watch this. He just lets it run, and then it opens up, and that's real cool. Calculated from Neymar. Another one. Not having a particularly good season. That's his 28th goal, Rob. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful stuff.
Well, he's had a run of 5 games without a goal, which seems like